What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Credit. I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification icon for more videos like this. That being said, let's get into it. Listen, I'm just straight into this one because I'm a little upset. But I'm going to keep it 100, man. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched my live the other night. I did a live the other night. And I was talking about, I was actually on there with D-Ray. That's a guy from Omaha, Nebraska. And we was talking about Deontay Wilder versus Zhang fight. And as I predicted, Wilder needed a miracle to win. Because I knew there was no freaking way he was winning that fight. Deontay Wilder, man, it's like the roles has reversed. I remember Anthony Joshua, after he took a loss, he was scared to let his hands go. And then somewhere, somehow, Anthony Joshua found the courage to start letting his hands go again. And now Wilder, he took on the spirit of Anthony Joshua, where he refuses to let he refuses to let his hands go. And then he took on the spirit of Anthony Joshua, and he refuses to let his hands go. He don't even want to throw a punch, bro. He don't even want to. He don't want to engage, bro. Let me tell you how bad this fight. Let me tell you how bad this fight was for Wilder. Or the fight would have been one of the worst fights ever if somebody didn't get knocked out. Zhigli Zhang, right? The guy you see right there, the Chinese dude. Zhigli Zhang. He's the number one heavyweight in the world. Not just number one heavyweight in the world. When it comes to these stats, he's the number one. He's the number one fighter in the world who throws the least amount of punches in boxing. Meaning, he don't even throw. He's at the lowest. There's a lot of people in boxing, and this guy throws the lowest amount of boxing punches. Can you believe that? Can you believe this dude throws the lowest amount of boxing punches in all of boxing? Like, in all of boxing, he throws the lowest amount of boxing punches. That's ridiculous, bro. How can you throw the lowest amount of punches in boxing and you still icing mother effers? You still icing people. You still destroying the former heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder had no answer for this guy. This guy, he toyed with Deontay Wilder. He went in there. He did whatever he wanted to do with Deontay Wilder. And he he got his ass out of there in 5 rounds. It was embarrassing, bro. It was embarrassing. I didn't like that from Deontay Wilder. And at this point, I think he should retire. Let me read some of these comments. Willie Jackson is over for my boy. Olu Wase. Oh, Wilder could come back. MMW as a coach, and he will be indestructible. Rocket ready. Countdown liftoff. No. I agree with Willie Jackson. It is over for Deontay Wilder. It is over for him. There's no coming back from this. At least not at heavyweight. He should go to cruiserweight because he's coming in there 200 pounds. These guys are outweighing him by 70 pounds. That's not a fair fight. We used to say it didn't matter, but now it matters. At least at that age, it matters. The weight matters When Deontay Wilder don't have any boxing skills, that's when the weight matters. When he doesn't have any boxing skills and he doesn't want to let his hands go, that's why the weight's gonna matter now. At first, he was letting his hands go. Now he's not letting his hands go, and these guys outweigh him by 70 plus pounds. Yeah, it's not really a fair fight. He's gonna get his ass beat every single time. And it's time for him, to call it quits. I don't know why in the world he chose to go to his buddy Malik Scott. Usyk is much lighter. Deontay Wilder was 214. Usyk was 223. Usyk is like 10 pounds bigger than Deontay Wilder. Well, in his last fight. So, but like I said, I don't know if you heard what I said. The weight only matters when you don't have any boxing skills. Deontay Wilder don't have no boxing skills. That's why the weight matters. Usyk has boxing skills, so the weight didn't matter. You understand what I'm saying? When you're at a weight disparity, you need something to even the gap. You have to be much better than the fighter you're fighting if you're at a weight disparity. Because if you're not, you're gonna lose. So Wilder, I don't want to get off topic, but Wilder just chose to leave his top trainers who's been doing it for a long time. He left Mark Breland and he left the other guy to link Jay Nees, or he left Jay Nees and Mark Breland to link up with his buddy, freaking Malik Scott. Why in the world would you choose Malik Scott to be your coach? It makes no sense. The guy chose to link up with Malik Scott. Malik Scott had not done nothing in the sport of boxing to prove that he's a coach. Bro, I'm watching this fight. Let me break this fight down, bro. Let me break it. Let me tell you what I was watching in this fight. Like, this was the strangest thing I ever seen from a fighter. First of all, Wilder still got the bad habits where he keeps his hands at his chest. It's like he keeps his hands at his chest like a gorilla, like he punches his hands together before he throws a punch. Like that's what a gorilla would do. You understand what I'm saying? Like this is boxing, bro. You fighting like you in the streets, bro. You on some gorilla type shit, bro. Keep your freaking hands up. It's like he's punching his chest. Like why do you keep your hands on your chest, bro? Your chin is all the way up here. Your temples all the way up here, and you got both your gloves, your hand on your chest. Go back and watch the fight and see how low Wilder's hand was. You're gonna be confused. Like, why the freak is his hand that low against somebody like a Zhang who has a 80+% knockout punch? He's a knockout puncher. Quarters Trucker LLC. The man keeps his hand at his chest like he's a freaking gorilla, bro. A gorilla, not a silverback either. A bullshit ass gorilla, not a silverback. Because a silverback gorilla is a beast. But anyway, I was watching the fight, right? I'm watching the fight. I don't think I don't think Wilder landed any clean shots. I don't think okay, I'm gonna take it back a little bit. I don't think he landed any clean jabs. It's like Deontay Wilder forgot how to throw a jab. All he was doing is trying to touch Ziggly Zhang. He was just trying to touch the man's glove. Once he touches glove, then he'll shoot the right hand. Like, if you're boxing somebody with some IQ, they're not going to let you just keep throwing the same punch over and over. I remember Zhang went back to his corner, and his corner was like, he keep doing the same thing. He keeps doing the same thing. They're talking about Deontay Wilder. They're like, he keep doing the same thing. He keep touching our gloves and throwing the right hand straight down the middle. Like, bro, you think that's how you're gonna win a fight? Touch gloves. He's not even throwing a jab to set off the right hand. He's not even giving feints. He's not even trying to set a trap. He's just touch your gloves with his left hand and then throw the right hand. What the freak? That's terrible boxing skills right there. You literally telling me what are you trying to do? So Wilder would come out, he'll touch Zen glove with his left hand and then shoot the right hand right down the middle. Like, how do that make sense? Why are you giving away your game plan? I mean, the entire world know you only have a right hand, but you're in the ring showing your opponent that's the only punch you really do have when you're supposed to show them different looks. So, in my honest opinion, Wilder needs to learn how to throw a jab. And when he throws a jab, he needs to extend to that jab. Meaning, like, when he throws a jab, I don't want him to throw a jab and be all the way back here. I want him to throw a jab and actually turn into the jab. Like, throw a jab and take your head off the center line. All his jabs got. If I was training Deontay Wilder, or if I was his coach, I would have Wilder throwing like 100 jabs around. Like, he'd be unstoppable. You can't be that tall and you don't use your range. Wilder is that tall and doesn't use his range. Bro, I would throw all kinds of jab. Jab to the body, the up jab. I would throw all power jab. I would throw all kinds of jab if I was training Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder, it's like the dude forgot how to throw jabs, bro. I didn't see Deontay Wilder commit once to the jab, bro. He was just he was just trying to touch the dude's glove. Once he touches his glove, then he'll shoot the right hand. It was the strangest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, yo, this is not boxing, bro. What the freak is this? This isn't boxing, bro. They took this guy off the street. If I didn't know Deontay Wilder was a world champion before, I would say, why is this tomato can or Uber driver in the ring right now? From what I was watching, Wilder weighed 238 in with Fury 3. Skills can be improved. He just no longer wild and deceptive like his old fight. Yeah, that was the highest he ever weighed versus Fury, 238. That was as high as he ever weighed. He never weighed that much in his career until he fought Fury. But that fight showed us that skills pays the bills as well, because the bigger man was the more skillful fighter. Fury was more skillful than Wilder, you know. And that's a bad matchup. When the bigger man is more skillful than the smaller man, it's a bad matchup, because when a small guy fights a bigger guy, right? The small guy needs to be more skillful than the bigger guy. Just like Usyk versus Tyson. That's why Usyk was able to win that fight. The smaller guy needs to be more skillful than the bigger guy. It evens out the fight, because if the bigger guy is more skillful, like, it's a bad style matchup. He's gonna have the advantage every time. Fury had the advantage every time. All Wilder had was a right hand, you know. But like I said, let me break down this fight, right? So the first couple of rounds, Deontay Wilder wasn't trying to land any punch but the right hand. You understand what I'm saying? And Ziggly Zhang, he was just stalking this dude. Just stalking him, touching him. He'd touch him here, touch him there. He was just touching him everywhere. And then there was a sequence where he had Deontay Wilder on the ropes. And he was just punching on Wilder while Wilder was on the ropes. and Wilder didn't do nothing. He just sat on the ropes and got punched on. And then all of a sudden, after getting punched on for like 2, 3 minutes, he just ran away from the ropes. He ran away from the ropes and he tried to reset. And Zhang starts stalking him again. Zhang start letting his hands go. Zhang doesn't throw that many punches, but it looked like he was outlanding Wilder, out throwing Wilder. It was really hard to watch, man. I didn't like what I saw. Um, I don't want to see Wilder fight again, in my opinion. At least not at heavyweight, because he lost all of his confidence. I think Malik Scott needs to be fired. Wilder had a good trainers. He had good trainers. He fired his good trainers for Malik Scott, who knows absolutely nothing about the sport of boxing. Cause how the hell you had a guy like Wilder, a top heavyweight like this, and a guy still doesn't know how to throw a good jab. I'm telling y'all, go watch Deontay. Go watch this fight again. Wilder didn't throw one good jab. He didn't throw a jab, period. It's like he don't know how to throw jabs. Like his jabs, I can't even talk about a jab because he didn't throw any jab, bro. He was just trying to touch this dude's hand. That's not boxing, bro. That's not boxing, bro. This shit got me mad, bro. I was watching this fight. I'm like, yo, what the freak am I watching? He's not throwing any jabs. He's just trying to touch his opponent's glove. Like, that's not boxing, bro. That's not boxing. You just trying to touch your opponent's glove. At least throw some jabs in there, bro. Like, I was so confused watching Wilder. I felt bad for anybody who put money on him. I put money on Zhang. I put money on Zhang to beat his ass. And Zhang did just that. And he made me some good money. You know, I will always support the I'll always support I'll always support the American heavyweight champion of the world. But if he's ass, he ass. That means if he suck, he suck. I'm not gonna be stupid enough to put money on him. And this was one of those fights where you can't be stupid to put money on him. It's like we all knew what was gonna happen. We knew this was Deontay Wilder retirement fight because he was in there with somebody that was gonna be bigger than him once again and more skillful than him. And if he couldn't find that lucky punch, he would get knocked out. And that's what happened. He couldn't land a lucky punch and he got iced. He got iced by the bigger man, the better man. I mean, Zhang made it look so easy. Deontay Wilder is worse than Adrien Broner in my opinion. He's worse than Adrien Broner because at least Adrien Broner he actually throws, he commits to his punches. He commits to his jab. He commits to his hooks. He may not throw a lot of punches like Wilder, but at least when he throws his punches, he throws some combinations. Wilder, first of all, Wilder doesn't even throw combinations. How much did you win? What were the odds? I think he was like a minus 126 or something like that. The fight was the odds was real close. I was so confused why the odds was so close. The odds was so close, bro. He was like a minus 126 and Wilder was like one a plus 120 or something like that. The odds was real close. I don't remember the odds. I gotta go back. But I know it was real close. Wilder was only like a plus 110 or something like that. And Zhang was like a plus Zhang was like a minus 130 something. And then if you bet Zhang for the knockout, he was a minus 110. So you'll make a couple of dollars too. Do you think Wilder is going into the Hall of Fame with the 10 title defenses? I think he gets in there. I don't know if he's first ballot Hall of Famer, but I still think he gets in there because of his resume, who he's been in the ring with. He may have not won those fights, but he's been in the ring with some names. You know, I think he gets in there, but I don't think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer because before the Tyson Fury fight, he didn't really fight anybody. But we try to ignore that because he was the American heavyweight champion of the world, and we liked Deontay Wilder, but Deontay Wilder wasn't fighting anybody. The only person we can really name on his resume was Bermain Stervern. Anybody other than that, we can't name nobody on his resume for real like that. He wasn't really fighting nobody. But like I was saying, he worse than Adrien Broner, bro. He doesn't let his hands go. He don't have no confidence no more. I didn't think Luis was. Oh, Jay, you're right. Luis wasn't bad either. I'll give him that too. That was a tough fight. You're right. Thanks for reminding me, bro. That was a good John. That was a good John. I gotta give you that. So yeah, Luis Ortiz wasn't that bad. Quarterback Truckers LLC. He says, I heard Canelo don't want that smoke, bro. Yeah, Canelo don't want the smoke with Bud. That's why he's vacating the belts. He's vacating his IBF belt. He knows Crawford only wants to fight him because of undisputed. Crawford wants to become undisputed in just one fight. But people keep saying Crawford wants to cash out versus Canelo. No. He only wanted to fight Canelo for Canelo's belts because Canelo fighting Charlo, it ruined Terence Crawford undisputed fight because Charlo didn't defend his belts and he's not undisputed no more. That should have been Crawford's next fight, but Canelo stepped on Crawford's toes by fighting Charlo. So that's why Crawford was like, you know what? Since you're undisputed, you just stepped on my toe. I'll fight you next. Let's go. Put your belts on the line. And if Canelo is not undisputed no more because he's trying to give up his IBF belt, there's no point of Terence Crawford fighting him no more. I'm hearing rumors of Berlanga next for Canelo. Jay, yeah, that's what I'm hearing too. Canelo, he's gonna duck any threat. He's afraid to lose. He's afraid to take a loss again. He's afraid to take another loss, bro. He don't want to take a loss to anybody he thinks has a pulse. He'll just fight anybody he wants to fight. And you know what he says? He said, I can choose who I want to fight. Bro, you're 33 years old. You're not at the end of your career. You're 33 years old. At 33 years old, why you think you can just choose who you want to fight? You're still young. You got to get to like 37, 38. Then you can try to choose your fight. But at 33 years old, you're still in your early 33s for you to be saying you could choose who you want to fight. That's a slap in the face to the fans when I hear Canelo Alvarez say that. You know. But why don't go for Plant, bro? Plant got a lot of funds. Um, I'm confused. You said why don't go for Plant, bro? Plant got a lot of funds. Can you reword that? I didn't know what you was trying to say, bro. Can who go for Plant? Reword that for me, bro. I didn't understand what you meant. Um, are you talking about should Crawford go fight Plant? I don't think Crawford want to fight Plant because Plant don't have nothing to offer. Meaning, he only wanted to fight Canelo because Canelo was undisputed. Plant don't have a belt. Um, the fight makes no sense. The fight with Canelo makes all the sense in the world because Canelo was undisputed. And Crawford, we know Crawford is the undisputed king of boxing. And all he wants to do is keep becoming undisputed in whatever weight class he goes in. That's what matters to him. He's not just trying to fight a guy just to fight a guy. It has to make sense. Hey, yo, Jay, salute. He says Zoo pulled out the Virgil Ortiz fight. Yeah, bro, I don't know. I didn't like it, bro. Zoo talking about Zoo talking about his yeah, I figure out that's what you were saying, Quarters Truckers LLC. But you gotta understand, Bud is not trying to compete at 168. Is what I'm trying to say. Is I don't think you heard me earlier. Bud doesn't want to compete at 168, meaning like that's not the weight class he wants to compete at. He only wanted to fight Canelo because Canelo was undisputed. That's the only reason. Plank isn't undisputed. Nobody else is undisputed over there. Crawford only wanted Canelo because Canelo had all the belts. That's the only reason why he wanted him. He wanted to be undisputed in one fight because if he beats Canelo, you said, I thought he offered David a fight at 160. Nah, he never offered David a fight. Turkey Al-Sheikh offered David a fight, not Bud himself. Turkey Al-Sheikh, the the Muslim guy from what's the place called? From Saudi Arabia. He's the one who offered David Benavidez the fight. You know, he offered David that fight. Crawford never said, David, come on, let's go. It was Turkey who offered that fight for Crawford. And I'm pretty sure Crawford probably would have still took the fight, but Turkey tried to make that fight. Turkey Al-Sheikh. But the only fight he really wants at 168 is Canelo for all the marbles, all the belts. Go back and watch the did you watch Quarter Truckers LLC? Did you watch the Joe Rogan podcast a while ago? When he said, imagine, what would they say? The small guy going up all of these weight classes to become undisputed in another weight class. So the key word was undisputed. That's the only reason why he wants to fight Canelo. Because he wanted to become undisputed in one fight. In one fight, he has the opportunity to become undisputed if he beats Canelo Alvarez. But Canelo don't want to give him that opportunity. Canelo would rather vacate the belt instead of fight Bud in the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. But yeah, guys, it's your boy No Credit, and I'm out. But I'm coming right back. If you want to come back on the live, I just want to talk about a different topic. You know, but Deontay Wilder let me down. And I'm not gonna lie, I was on here rooting for him. I said, I hope Wilder wins. I hope Wilder wins. But behind closed doors, I'm putting money on the guy he's fighting. You know, you can't be that crazy. Just because you want a guy to win, don't mean you put money on him too. I said, yo, I want Wilder to win, but I put money on his opponent to beat him. It's just smart business. Anyways, your boy No Credit, and I'm out. Bud beats Israel, and in your opinion, who is next? Jay, let me answer your question before I dip. The person that the whoever's next is the winner of Earl Spence and Sebastian Fondora. I got Earl Spence beating Fondora to set up the rematch with Terrence Crawford at 154. A lot of people picking Fondora to beat Earl Spence. I don't know how. Fondora is tailor made for Earl Spence. He's gonna be right there. He's a tall guy. Um, and he's too skinny. He don't have no body. He like Earl's gonna punish his body. He's gonna be right there. He's a punching bag. I don't know why people think Earl's gonna lose to this guy. Earl's gonna make some. I think Earl's gonna have one of his best performances against Fondora. But anyway, I'll be back. I'm actually coming right back. I'm coming right back. I'm coming right back because I'm about to talk about a different fight, and that's Nick Ball versus what's his name? Ray Ford. So I'll be right back. It's your boy No Credit, and I'm out.